The impact of Russian disinformation on NATO's cohesion. In recent years, Russian disinformation has become a major concern for NATO's cohesion. The disinformation campaigns orchestrated by the Kremlin have been aimed at sowing confusion, distrust, and ultimately weakening the alliance. But how much of an impact have these campaigns had on NATO's cohesion, and what can be done about it? NATO's cohesion is its ability to function as a unified alliance, with all member states working together to achieve common goals and objectives. The alliance has been tested over the years, but it has managed to overcome challenges and remain a strong force for stability and security in Europe. However, the rise of Russian disinformation has posed new challenges to NATO's cohesion. The impact of Russian disinformation. Russian disinformation seeks to spread false or misleading information to sow confusion and discord among the target audience. The goal is to weaken the target's ability to respond to perceived threats. In the case of NATO, the disinformation campaigns have been aimed at undermining the alliance's unity, creating doubts about the commitment of some member states, and questioning the trustworthiness of NATO institutions. One of the most effective tools used by the Kremlin is the manipulation of social media. By creating fake accounts and spreading false news stories, the Russian government has been able to reach millions of people across the world. This has led to an erosion of trust in traditional news sources, making it more difficult for NATO to effectively respond to disinformation campaigns. Case study: Estonia. Estonia has been a target of Russian disinformation campaigns for nearly a decade. In 2007, the country experienced a cyber attack that disrupted government and financial systems for several days. Russian media outlets claimed that the attack was carried out by Estonians themselves, which fueled tensions between the two countries. Since then, Estonia has been subject to a barrage of disinformation campaigns that have sought to create divisions within the country and between Estonia and its NATO allies. False stories have been spread about the country's membership in NATO, the safety of its citizens, and the honesty and integrity of its political leaders. Despite these challenges, Estonia has managed to maintain its commitment to NATO and has worked to strengthen its cyber defenses. The country has also been a leader in efforts to counter Russian disinformation and propaganda. What can be done? To counter Russian disinformation, NATO and its member states must work together to strengthen their capabilities and identify and respond to threats in a coordinated way. This requires a combination of traditional and new methods, including investing in research and development to improve our understanding of disinformation and its impact, building strong and resilient cyber defenses, educating citizens on how to identify and respond to disinformation, building partnerships with media outlets to promote accurate reporting, strengthening alliances and partnerships at the regional and global level to coordinate responses to disinformation. By working together, NATO can counter the threat of Russian disinformation and ensure that the alliance remains strong and capable of responding to any challenge. Conclusion: Russian disinformation poses a significant threat to NATO's cohesion, but it is not an insurmountable challenge. Through cooperation, investment in technology, and education of citizens, NATO can effectively respond to the threat and ensure that the alliance remains a strong force for stability and security in Europe. The alternative is to allow disinformation to fuel distrust and erode the values that NATO stands for. The choice is clear, and the time to act is now.